Before I ever set foot in a climbing gym, I did the thing everyone secretly does. I Googled how much this was going to cost me. Not the climbing part, the money part. Because a new hobby is really just a subscription you haven't found the bottom of yet. So after a few weeks in, I actually added it all up. Here's the honest number, with nothing hidden. Let's start with the one thing you cannot dodge: getting in the door. A single day pass at most bouldering gyms runs somewhere between about $15 and $25. Mine is $22. That's the entire core cost of the sport. A flat pad, a wall covered in plastic, and permission to fall on it repeatedly. Everything else is optional or one time. If you only ever paid for day passes and nothing else, you could genuinely start bouldering for the price of 2 coffees and a slightly bruised ego. Here's where it gets sneaky. If you catch the bug, and you will, day passes add up fast. A monthly membership at my gym is about $85. Do the math. Once you're going more than roughly 3 or 4 times a month, the membership is already cheaper than paying per visit. So the gym isn't really selling you climbing. It's selling you a bet that you'll keep coming back. And 2 weeks in, staring at my 4th day pass receipt, I lost that bet cheerfully and signed up. The membership doesn't make you climb more. It just removes the tiny voice that says, $22 again, every time you drive over. Shoes. On day 1, you rent. Rental shoes cost about $5 to $7 a session and feel like they've been worn by 400 people, because they have. That's completely fine to start. Eventually, if you stick with it, you'll want your own pair, and beginner shoes run somewhere around $80 to $100. Here's the money logic. If you're renting every visit, a pair pays for itself in about 15 sessions. So buying isn't really a splurge, it's a delayed saving. That said, choosing your first pair is its own emotional journey, and I made every mistake possible, so I'm saving that entire disaster for its own video. For now, just know, rent first, buy when you're sure you're staying. Then there's the small stuff, which is mostly one-time and mostly cheap. A chalk bag is about $20, chalk itself is another $5 to $10, and that's honestly it for a beginner. Chalk keeps your hands dry so you're not greasing off the holds. Remember, sweaty hands slide. You do not need a brush yet, you do not need a hangboard, and you definitely do not need the $80 training gadget the algorithm keeps showing you. The internet will try to sell you gear as a shortcut to being good. It isn't. It's just a shortcut to owning gear. Now the costs the gym doesn't warn you about. Number 1, food. Climbing turns on a hunger I did not previously know I was capable of. You will finish a session, get in the car, and immediately negotiate with yourself about a burrito. You will lose. Number 2, the just one more session tax, which is really just your membership working exactly as intended. And number 3, further down the line, is the gear rabbit hole. Nicer shoes, a fancier chalk bag, a little brush, you name. None of it is required. All of it is tempting. Budget a few dollars a month for snacks and a little for future weakness, and you've basically mapped the real cost. So let's add it up, honestly. My first month, all in, was about $115, and that includes the one-time chalk stuff I'll never buy again. After that, going twice a week, it settles to roughly $90 a month, most of which is just the membership. To put that in perspective, it's cheaper than a lot of regular gyms, way cheaper than most hobbies with this much gear energy, and it comes with a built-in social scene and a full-body workout you'll actually look forward to. It is not free, but for what you get, it's one of the better deals I've stumbled into. So if you just want the one-line answer, it costs about $20 to try bouldering exactly once, and settles around $90 a month if you fall in love with it. Everything in between is optional. You do not need to buy anything to start. Walk in, rent the shoes, pay for the day, and see if it grabs you before you spend a cent on gear. The sport is genuinely cheap to sample and reasonable to keep. It's the burritos that'll get you. So there's the full breakdown. No hidden fees, no fine print, just the honest cost of getting off the couch and onto a wall. If this saved you a nervous Google, pass it to whoever you're trying to drag to the gym with you. Next up, I finally buy my own climbing shoes, and I regret it almost immediately. So subscribe if you'd like to watch me make an expensive mistake in real time. See you in the next one. Bring snacks.